when things go wrong, do we dwell on it or do we do something about it? So that's what I want to talk about today based on the article I wrote the other day on detoxing from depression. Often I find my friends, my clients, family members, even myself going through difficult cycles with our moods. And because we don't understand our own strength, our own power to handle and process what we're feeling, we often fall victim to these self-destructive behaviors that can take us down into this pit and never let us go. And I know a lot of you guys might be out there relating because you're in that pit right now. You're feeling that thing like a combination of quicksand and cement. It just slows you down. It just drags down all of your emotions and thoughts and drains the color out of your life to where you start to really wonder, what's the point of all of it? So this video is for you, okay? How to deal with those very debilitating emotions and feelings of depression. It's tough because the way our society is, nobody wants to admit when they're really struggling until it's almost like level 10, And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to wait that long. You can do something to help yourself, but you're gonna have to, how do I put this? You're gonna have to push yourself, okay? And I know our feelings are telling us that we can't, we don't have the energy, all the excuses to let us lie in the mess that we're in. I know it's overwhelming. I know it's painful. I know we feel like the world is crumbling around us. But you have the power to recreate your world. I mean, you really do. But we have to start the process up here. So a lot of things I tell people, a lot of things that I have to do for myself, because a lot of you guys don't know, I struggle with anxiety and depression. That's what led me into my addictions way back in the day. I was so tired that if I could have any description for my flavor of depression, it was exhaustion. I was emotionally, mentally, spiritually exhausted. I just didn't want to get up and do anything. And some of you guys have probably saw some of my videos where I talk about the time when I lost my house when I was in Ohio. And I was still living there with no electricity, no heat, and I didn't have the awareness, I didn't have the sense to listen to my uncle when he said to turn off the pipes. And when I came home one day, it was raining in my kitchen, and instead of turning off the water, I just fell down and started crying. I just felt completely and utterly defeated. And if I could have just drowned in the water in there, I would have. But I eventually got to my phone and called my mom, and they came with the family, and I don't even remember. I just sat on the couch and just looked pitiful. I was thoroughly, deeply overwhelmed with self-pity and exhaustion, and I know at that moment I didn't think I could ever get out of it. And I know a lot of you guys feel like that. You feel like you're in a situation, in a lifestyle of just losing. And I'm here to tell you that that's all a lie. It's all a deception that you've been deceiving yourself. Now, I can get spiritual and say it's from the devil, but we're not going to go there. It's not that podcast yet. I mean, you have to say, tune into my Deep Waters podcast if you want me to go spiritual. But right now, I'm just going to tell you that you have to fight that thing. You have to push yourself. You know, some of the most simplest things I tell people to drag themselves out of this muck, this quicksand, is to start re-educating your mind. And I do that by watching motivational videos in the morning. I do motivational videos, you know, because I know the power of it, and I want to be there for the people that come see me and for anybody else who just needs a little extra push during the day. So this is why I do it. But I also will tune into, man, I watch Steve Harvey, I watch Eric Thomas, I watch Jeremy Anderson, Inky Johnson, David Goggins, he's one of my favorites. There's a lot of motivational speakers out there that are on YouTube for free. And that's how I start my morning. And it doesn't matter. A lot of people think that I start my morning because I'm all geeked up and ready to go. And that's not, that's the biggest lie. I'm not. I roll over in bed, look at the clock. I'm not gonna tell you whether I hit the snooze button or not. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm ready to go. But most of the time, it is an extreme struggle for me to move. And it starts in my mind. You know, so I will start off the day, you know, taking a tip from one of my other mentors, Brandon Hudson. He says he starts off the day, you know, with prayer, saying, you know, about being grateful, you know, grateful for the air in my lungs, for just me being able to see another day. Now, some of us are so down that we don't even want to wake up. Okay, I get that. If your depression is that thick, that deep, you might need to see someone for some medical assistance. Okay, I'm not saying you need to stay on medication, but sometimes we need some jumper cables to recharge that battery. You know, so I'm not against medication. Some of my people need to do it just to give them a little bit of an edge so they can. If you don't have the energy to listen to a 5-minute video, then yo, man, there's a problem. There's a problem we need to really take a look at. So before we start talking about drinking water, nutrition, exercise, videos, all that other stuff, you need to do an evaluation. Do I have the energy to start over? Do I have the energy to remake, rebuild, recycle my life? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, people are counting on you. People are counting on you to get back up. People were counting on me to get up. And thank God I had people that were there with me that patiently poured into me until it started to click. This is going to be a process. There is no spin your heels. You can spin your heels, spin around, click your heels, 1, 2, 3 method that pulls us out of this, especially if it's deep. This is going to be a day by day. No, I'm sorry. This is going to be a minute by minute, hour by hour journey. Because I'm going to tell you right now, your depression does not want to let go of you. It doesn't. It likes you right where you are. It likes you settling for less and less and less. It likes you feeling like a loser. It likes you hating on yourself. It likes you wondering every day, why are you here? Well, I'm here to tell you why you're here. You're here because you have a purpose. It's just a matter of you finding your purpose and working on your purpose. I just got done telling one of my boys at this today. I said, what your problem is you lack purpose. I said, this is part of what I do for a purpose. I do these videos for free. Well, Lord knows I would love to get paid one day, but it doesn't matter. That's not the reason why I do it. I do it because it makes a difference. Even if it's just one person, it makes a difference. You make a difference. You got to start realizing that and understanding it. Because if you're listening to your feelings of depression, it's going to continue to tell you you don't matter. And you do. You do. So one of the things I tell people when you got to push yourself forward is to understand you have a purpose. There's a reason why you're still here. People need you, whether they know it or not, whether it's in the future or not. They need you. They need your presence. They need your words. They need your example of not quitting. And I know it sucks, okay? I know it's hard. But that's part of the journey. That's part of what's going to make you so phenomenal and amazing. Nobody wants somebody who's got this silver spoon mentality that everything was given to them. Nobody wants that. I don't want that. I want to hear somebody who came from the struggle, who really did the real grind. That's who I want to listen to. That's who's inspiring me. That's who you're meant to be. You're meant to be an inspiration. So, step 1, work on this. Step 2, work on this. Step 3, well, you got to come see me to hear step 3. All right. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.